Knowing what to budget for when buying a home may feel intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. By understanding the costs you may encounter upfront, you can take control of the process. In this video, we'll cover a few costs you should plan for. Hey, I'm Choe at OneRate NMLS 1818728. We're a mortgage broker out of Maryland and licensed in Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, and Florida. You can find more information about OneRate at onerate.com. If you're new to the channel, we'd really appreciate your support if you subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the videos. If you'd like to learn more about our services, download our free Homebuyers guide or fill out a short questionnaire at onerate.com/ratequote for a free rate quote. So here are a few things experts say you should be thinking about as you plan ahead. Number one, down payment. Saving for your down payment is likely top of mind, but how much do you really need? A common misconception is that you have to put down 20% of the purchase price, but that's necessarily not the case. Unless it's specified by your loan type or lender, you don't have to. There are some home loan options that require as little as 3% or even 0% down. An article from the Mortgage Reports explains the amount you need to put down will depend on a variety of factors, including the loan type and your financial goals. If you don't have a large down payment saved up, don't worry, there are plenty of options available. A trusted lender will go over the various loan types with you, any down payment requirements on those, and down payment assistance programs you may qualify for. The more you know ahead of time, the easier the process will be, and the key to getting the information you need is working with a pro to see what will work best for your situation. Number two, closing costs. Make sure you also budget for closing costs, which are a collection of fees and payments made to various parties involved in your transaction. Bankrate explains mortgage closing costs are the fees associated with buying a home that you must pay on closing day. Closing costs typically range from 2 to 5% of the purchase price, and they include fees for the appraisal, title insurance, and property tax. When it comes to closing costs, a trusted lender can guide you through the specifics and answer any questions you may have. They can also give you a better idea of how much you should be prepared to pay so you can cruise through your closing with confidence. And as you plan ahead for closing day, be sure to budget for your real estate agent's professional service fee too, in case the seller doesn't cover it. But don't worry, you'll work with your agent ahead of time to agree on what that is, so you won't be surprised at the finish line. Now, number three, earnest money deposit. And if you want to cover all your bases, you can also consider saving for an earnest money deposit, also referred to as the EMD. According to Realtor.com, an EMD is typically between 1 and 2% of the total home price and is money you pay as a show of good faith when you make an offer on a house. But it's not an added expense. Instead, it works like a credit and goes towards some of your upfront costs. You're simply using some of the money you've already saved for your purchase to show the seller you're committed and serious about buying their house. Realtor.com describes how it works as part of your sale. It tells the real estate seller you're in earnest as a buyer. Assuming that all goes well and the buyer's good faith offer is accepted by the seller, the earnest money funds go toward the down payment and closing costs. In effect, earnest money is just paying more of the down payment and closing cost up front. Keep in mind, this isn't required and it doesn't guarantee your offer will be accepted. It's important to work with a real estate advisor to understand what's best for your situation and any specific requirements in your local area. They'll advise you on what moves you should make so you can make the best possible decision throughout the buying process. So what's the bottom line to a successful home buying strategy, or a saving strategy that is? Being informed about what you need to save for, because when you understand what to expect, you can plan ahead. With an expert agent and a trusted lender, you'll have the information you need to move forward with confidence. If this video helped you in any way, help us with the YouTube algorithm by subscribing, liking this video, sharing it with your friends and family who's looking to ever buy a home, and we appreciate you. Have a blessed day.